Hey, I'm in Bear Creek, Illinois, camping. It's a free camping. Um, they have pit toilets and they have picnic tables, and they have a fire ring that has a grill on it. But you know what? I left Myrtle Beach. I went into the mountains. I stayed in the government woods, and I stayed where they had a picnic table and they had a pit toilet and they had a fire ring, and it was all right. It looked good. I left there. I went to Alabama, and the name of the place was MacDougall. Now it was more of a primitive, no picnic table, no fire ring, but it had a pit toilet, so it wasn't 100% primitive. The grass was cut, everything looked nice. The government pays for it. It comes out of every taxpayer's dollar to take care of it, and people that pay for the hunting for federal properties, there's an amount of that that's a lot higher than regular hunting license that takes care of this stuff. But I left there. I come up. I'm in Illinois. Last night I stayed in Turkey Bayou. It looked fine. Grass was decent. Um, Picnic table was sitting in a muddy place when they laid a concrete for it to go on, but it's downhill. But I mean, I could have picked a different one, but there was firewood in the woods, so I took that one. All right, I left there. I come here, and looks like a mess. I mean, all the grass is tall. It's higher than the picnic tables. It grows through the center of the picnic tables, all the way down by the river here. The trash cans, they're inside of a metal band, to keep them from getting knocked over, which is great. Weeds is growing. The weeds are so tall, it's pitiful. It just makes me mad because I'm a taxpayer, and I worked during the pandemic, and it's still here, but I worked my butt off. And then people that got laid off, I understand. They draw unemployment, plus they also drawed another part of a check. And I know for a fact some people that were making way more money than they in every week than they made the whole damn month. Now why? With me working like I was working and getting nothing and taking a chance on catching it. Going in 195 rooms of people that's going shopping all over the damn city and going home, and then I go in their rooms and take care of their stuff for them. But I didn't get no extra. Now, grant you, everybody got that 1,200. I'm not talking about that. Even the ones that got laid off got that too. It's not right. It's not right. They don't even want to go back to work. Well, anyway, just saying, I just know there was a better way to handle it. Maybe give them what, employment was, plus what they normally, up to what they normally would make. Maybe do that. Then they'd go back to work, because then they drop that in a few weeks or whatever. But they saved up enough, they don't even have to go back to work for weeks and months because it was so much more. They laughed at the government. And don't get me wrong, I love the government. I love the police. I've been stopped for speeding. I've been stopped years ago. I took a motorcycle and went down the road with no insurance. And I was speeding, and I got caught. I lost my license because I was riding with no insurance. I had to go through the system. I didn't go waving my arms. Hey, you don't know who I am. I didn't act like that. I just took it like a man. You go to court and you deal with it. If I'd have jumped off the bike and went running towards him, I wish to God he'd blow my goddamn brains out. And anybody that don't like that is crazy. Because the police, I know they have bad days. Don't get me wrong. They can stop you when they're mad with their wife and they'll treat you pretty rough. But you just go calm with it and go to court. That's all you do. and you'll live. How about that? But if you want to act like an asshole towards them and then blame them, now I know they make mistakes, but it's got to go to court. And if everybody take it to court, it'll stop them from making those mistakes before they kill somebody. I think every police officer gets on the force. Almost every one of them get on there to do good. And a bad policeman that's got away with a lot of stuff encourages them to do something a little bad, and then once they do that, they've got them trapped. But you have no police, and hey, I'm not a policeman, never been a policeman. No one in my family is a police officer. I just know, try to ride down the road with no police. Road rage, it's bad enough, but could you imagine with no police what it would be like? I like undercover police cars. I wish every damn one of them was undercover until the blue lights come on. It just raised up out the damn roof and shot out the sides. And they drove Corvettes, and they drove Mustangs, and they drove old work trucks. Because then you'd catch these people that's really showing their ass. Don't get me wrong, I'd probably get some of the tickets too, but it straightened me up. Alright, all started because I'm having to deal with super tall grass tonight. Alright, have a good night.